All right, guys, so thanks for tuning into this video here. So today we're going to talk about the Alaska cruise and the cruise compasses that come on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas. Uh, Previously, I'd been on one cruise before, which was a Disney cruise that went around the Caribbean. This one was slightly different due to the fact that it just seemed completely two completely different regions, Caribbean and Alaska. And the biggest difference, to be honest with you, is kids' activities. Disney Cruise centered around kids. You know, there's still adult areas and had a lot of fun on that, but the Explorer of the Seas, if you have children, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. If you're single and you're going there, your kids are 14, 15 or above, then yeah, absolutely go for it. If you got young children, below 10 years old, below 12 years old, actually, I would say that this, if you're looking for kids activities, it's not really for you per se. So just take that with a grain of salt too as well. But I mean, what we're really going to go over is just the cruise compass and the activities. Now, cruise compass looks just like this. That's kind of washed out, but you'll see it looks like this right here. You get it day one in your stateroom, and inside of it has a bunch of different information. You know, day one, your ports and all that other stuff, and then some useful information, sales, a lot of sales stuff in here, and then what type of entertainment you're going to have for that night, or I'm sorry, that day. At the end of this, I'm going to put day one. Take a picture of day one all through this at the end so you can take a look at that. And then I've got vlogs that I'm starting to post, that I'm going to be posting after this video, that's going to go over our whole activity, our whole 7-day cruise. And at the end of that, that's when I'm going to have each individual day compass at the end of each one of those videos so you guys can see what it is. But I mean, when we first showed up to get on the boat, they gave us a cruise compass, and then it started to, at one. Well, technically it starts at 11 because we could get on the boat at 10, or I'm sorry, 10:30. So you had 11. Stuff started at 11, and then the big ones were like ice skating. Started at 1:30, personal ice skating. And then let's see here, sail away parties at 4:15. Boogie boarding, if weather permitting, so forth and so on. Adventure Island registration sign. I mean, we had all those different things. And it talked about, it also talks about your food as well, like what kind of, what time it is, and what's the dress code for it. Just goes over everything, really. So just want to talk to you guys about that. And like I said, I'm going to put day one in here so you guys can see that and then kind of get an idea of how they're laid out. And then the next thing that I wanted to go over was what type of clothes do you need to bring on an Alaskan cruise? When we went, we kind of overpacked. I'd be honest with you, I took a carry-on each. So my wife, myself, and my daughter took a carry-on. My wife and I had a backpack that we both took, and then we also had 2 check baggages that we took because we were thinking, it's going to be Alaska, it's going to be cold, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be doing all this other stuff. But to be honest with you, we took huge jackets, we took raincoats, we took a lot of pants, a lot of cold weather stuff, and to be honest with you, we didn't hardly use any of it. I mean, in Skagway we used it because it was a little chilly up there, but I just had a light jacket on and pants. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't raining. It was sunny most of the time, but still just a little chill. Juneau was warmer and sunny the whole time. When we pulled into Victoria, Canada, it was completely sunny. I had no shorts with me. I had the zip-off pants. I could have used those as shorts, but it was hot. I mean, literally, I kind of got a lot of sun on my arms and actually had to use sunscreen in Victoria. So I think I want to say it was up to like 83 degrees in Victoria when we went there. Now it's all based off of what time of the year you go to it. But I will say that the coldest that it was when we were in the Tracy Arm Fjord, and we were looking at the glacier. And as the boat was rotating over there to see the glacier, we were standing out on the deck, and I wanted to say it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and that was cold. That was a little nipply. I want to say it was like 43 degrees outside, 43 to 45, somewhere around there. So I actually had my jacket on. I had a beanie on, and I didn't have gloves, but it was cold. Everybody else on the deck, they had, you know, thick jackets on, beanies, gloves, you know, the whole 9 yards, just looking at this glacier, taking pictures and doing whatever they want. That was pretty much the dress for everything. And then, of course, you know, your formal nights, which, to be honest with you, there was only 2 formal nights. It was the, let me see here, it was the second day and the 5th day. Second day and 5th day was the formal days. And then, to be honest with you, the rest of the days were all casual wear. There was no business casual. Let me see here real quick. Second night formal, casual, yeah. All the other ones, formal attire, casual, and casual. Yeah, they were all casual. So, I mean, you don't really need to, they're not really strict on your dress code, you know. So just my suggestion for Explorer of the Season, it's my only opinion, is for that boat. And what we went on was for your dress attire, you can do casual and then pack for 2 nights of formal, you know, if you want to do that. But they're pretty laxed on there. The one thing that they do state in there is that there's no flip-flops and no shorts. Yeah, let's see here. So right here, dining room and specialty restaurants, Windjammer Cafe. Now, Windjammer was the buffet, and this is what it's talking about. No bare feet, bathing attire will be permitted at any time. Sleeveless shirts and hats will be permitted for breakfast and lunch only, but not dinner. So that was kind of the dress for it. The rest of the time was, if you were on the deck in the middle of the night, it did get windy, so it was kind of a little chill. But I mean, like I said, other than that, I didn't wear shorts. I didn't. We swam a few nights and hot tub and just wrapped up in towels and then went back to the room. You know, it wasn't that bad. But I just wanted to give you guys a pre-look at day 1, and then you guys can take a look at all my vlogs, and I'll link them up here, somewhere like that. I'll link them up in here to where you can click and watch. But I'm gonna put each individual day, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna put each individual compass, and you can see what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead, take a look at my vlogs that are coming up here in a little bit. Once they post, that way you guys get an understanding of the Explorer of the Seas Alaska trip. And then I'm also going to do a room tour video that I have planned as well. So, all right, guys, talk to you later.